Hello student, today class we are going to do percentage, and maybe you already did class in class 7, it's about ratio, and here also we'll do something about ratio, okay? And here what is a percentage? Percentage we can say is just like a special kind of ratio. Ratio you have, okay, before we want to understand the meaning of percentage, we have first to understand what is a ratio that you already studied in various classes. Okay, ratio means comparison. Ratio means comparison between. Ratio means comparison between two quantities. Ratio means comparison between two quantities. Two quantities who having more and who having less, and who is fat and who is thin. Okay, that's the ratio. Ratio means comparison between two quantities. And here percentage. Percentage also I can say it is a ratio. But here percentage means a ratio always comparing with 100. Always the denominator, because we used to write ratio like this. Ratio means A by B. A by B. This will be the ratio, where A is called antecedent and B is the consequence. But here, if B is always equal to 100, if B is always equal to 100, then I write this ratio equal to A by 100. Now ratio becomes A by 100 if B is always equal to 100. If consequence is always equal to 100, then ratio will be A by 100. Now this I can write as a percent. Now then what's the meaning of percent? Percent means it is expressed as a ratio in which the denominator is always 100. That will be the percentage. Means here the ratio is always compared with the 100. Means the one quantity is always compared with 100. Then percentage, percent means comes from the word 100. Or we can write as per 100. What is percentage? Meaning of this is per 100. Meaning of this means per 100. Look like this. A divided by 100. Then this we can write in short A percent. Example, if I write 5%, what's the meaning of this? 5% means 5 by 100. Then if, one more example, if I write 10%, the meaning of this one means 10 by 100. This will be. Now this also is a ratio, but it's always the denominator or the consequence is 100. If the consequence or the denominator of a fraction or a ratio is 100, then there will be a percentage or per 100. Okay, now I'll give some question. We'll try to do some simple problem. Convert the percentage, convert the given percentage. Okay, convert the given percentage. Convert the given percentage into fraction. Convert the given percentage into fraction. Okay, let me take an example number 8. Okay, like 2.5%. Okay, one more question. Now take 30%. Okay, number B. Then I'll take one more, number C. 45.5%. Okay, then number D, 0.5%. Now how to convert this? Remember this percent here, this symbol. This is symbol for percentage. This symbol is stand for percentage. Okay, now this is a percentage or a percent convert into a fraction, then again that is 2.5. Now percentage, the meanings mean, percentage means per 100. Per 100. It means this percentage we have to divide it by what? By 100. Now this is a fraction. Okay, now remove this point. Remove this decimal point. How many number after decimal? There is only one number. Then please, whenever there is a one number, then one tens will come. If there is two number after points, there are two zeros. And if one number after point, there are only one zero. Then that will be 1 0 after that is 10. Okay. Then here we can cancel them. 5 into 5 and 5 into 2. Then we got here 5 by 100 into 2. Then again still we can cancel this. 5 into 1, then 5 into 20. Then we got here 1 by 40. 2 into 20 will be 40. Now 2.5% is equal to 1 by 40 in terms of fraction. 2.5% means 1 by 40 in terms of fraction. Okay, now okay, this one easily you can do it. I will do for you this one. Then 0.5%. This I can write as 0.5 divided by 100 again. This percentage, I already told you is a pair 100 that we divided by 100. Okay, now again one number after points, then again like this 5 by 100 into 10. Removing this decimal point. Then again 5 into 1, then 5 into 2. Then we got here 1 by 200. Now 0.5% in fraction or in ratio is 1 is to is 1 by 200. Or we can write this in terms of ratio 1 is to 200. Now this is a fraction or a ratio. Okay, now this 45.5% and this 30%, okay, you do by yourself. Okay, now come to when you got a result in class 7 or class 6 or whatever. Now you are in class 8 or class 9 or class 10, whatever. Now when you got, after you finish to write your exam, then you will score a maths, then you got in the result. Then example, you have 6 subjects: English, CASI, Health, Maths, Science and Social. You have 6 subjects, example. Then whenever you got the result, they always ask how much is your percentage or how much you score. Then how to calculate that percentage? I mean, we need to find that percentage. And how much percentage you got? Percentage means how much you get out of 100. That's meaning of percentage. I mean, if they ask you how much you got, how much is your percentage, mean they ask how much you got out of 100. Okay, example, English you score 60, example. Then CASI, again you score 60, example. Then Health, you score 70. Then Maths, you score 80. And then Science, again you score 80, example. Then Social, you score 70. Then how much you got here? Total. Then you find first the total. Now this will be the total score. Okay, then 180, 160. Then 160, 120. Then will be 280. Then 280 will be 140. Then 280, and then 140 will be 0. Then here will be 12. Then 420. Now your score is 420. Now this will be the total marks. Your score. Then how to convert this in terms of percentage? This 420 you have to convert it in terms of percentage. Mean out of 100. In that case, we have to know first what's the total marks. What's the total you get? This is out of 100. Then again, this is out of 100. Example, if your total marks in the exam is 100 for each subject, 60 out of 100, 60 out of 170, then okay. Now how many subjects we have? 6 subjects. Then will be your total will be 600. Now your total marks is equal to 600. Now we have to take this one. To convert in terms of percentage, we do like this: 420 divided by 600. Then we have to multiply by 100. To calculate the percentage, always remember, take the total score and then take the total of all, maximum total. Look, this is a total score, then this will be the total for all. Then total score by total max, maximum max, into 100. Always multiply by 100. But some students or they will use like this: 420 divided directly by 6. This also you get the answer. Because here how many subjects? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 420 divided by 6 and you get the percentage. But this is only if the subject is 100 for one subject. But if some subject is 50, then some subject is 75, the total of the example. Example, maybe the social, the total marks is not 100, the total marks is 200, then the total marks is 125. Then in that case, you cannot use this method anymore. Then please prefer this one. Total all the marks, what you score, and then total all the maximum marks, and then divide it, then multiply by 100. Okay, I won't do this one, because this also will get the answer, but only when all the subject is 100 out of 100, then only you can use that. But if some subject is 50 total marks, if some subject is 100 total marks, if some subject is 200 total marks, then in that case you cannot use that one, you have to use this one. Okay, now look here, 100, 0, 0 cancel, because that's why they divide that by 6. Then 6 into 7 will be 72. 6 into 70. Then how much percent you score? Means 70% you score out of 100. Means from this 420, how much is your percentage? 70%. What's the name is 70%? Means you score 70 out of 100. Okay. Okay. Question. How much 8.5%? How much 8.5% of how much 8.5% from how much 8.5% from 50? Okay, what's the name of this? Mean from this 50, 8.5% we are taken. Or okay, I'll give you a very simple one first with 5%. How much 5% from 50? What's the meaning of that? Means from this 50, I want to take 5% out. Means from this 50, I want to take 5% out. It doesn't mean I have to take out, then I have to minus. Means 50 you have, example, you have 50 rupees, then 5% you have given to your friends. Example, you have 50 rupees in terms of money, then you have to give your friend 5%. Doesn't mean you have to give 5 rupees. Okay, 5% it doesn't mean 5 rupees. If you have 50 rupees, if you have 50 rupees example, then if I ask you give 5% to your friends, it doesn't mean that you have to give 5 rupees. Okay, let me look how much you have to give 5%. Then 50 into, now this 50, you have to multiply with this 5%. 5%. Now this will be 50 into 5. Now this percentage means per 100, then we will divide it by 100 here. Then 0 and 0 cancel. Then 5 into 2, 10. Then 1 left here, 5 by 2. Then this will be 5 divided by 2, and you have 2.5. Then how much rupees you have to give? 2.5 rupees only, not 5 rupees. Okay, don't confuse if they ask, if you go to the market also, if you go to the market, if they ask, if you go to the shopkeeper and you ask some items to buy, and you ask him, can you discount it? Then that shopkeeper said, okay, if example that amount you buy you buy a watch or you buy a clock. Okay, you buy a clock. For how much rupees? For 200 rupees is according to shopkeeper. 200 rupees. Okay, rupees 200. Shopkeeper said this clock is cost 200 rupees. Then you ask him, can you give me some discount? Then he will say, okay, I'll give you a discount of. Maybe the shopkeeper said, I'll give you a discount of 20%. I'll give you a discount of 20%. Then it doesn't mean that 20% means he discount you 20 rupees. Okay, 20% it doesn't mean that it is a 20 rupees. Then 20% means like this. Okay, 20 into 20%. Again, you have to multiply that same case here. Then you will do like this: 200 into 20 divided by 100. Then this 0 and 0 cancel. Then you have 2 into 20 will be 40. Now 40 rupees he had discount. Mean you have to pay now only how much? 200 minus 40. Then you got 160. Now you have to pay 160 rupees. Now how much he discount you in terms of rupees? It is a 40 rupees. But in terms of percentage, it is a 20%. Okay. Now remember, whenever they said it's a 10% discount, 20% discount, 50% discount, it doesn't mean that is rupees. That is a money. That is just a fraction of that a fraction of the actual price. Okay. Percentage means just a fraction of the actual price. Okay. I'll give you some questions, one more, two more, then the rest I'll give you to solve by your own. Okay, next question. Calculate, okay, number 8. Calculate 8% of 20. Okay, then number B, 10% of 50. Okay, now what's mean this 8% of 20? It means like this: 20 into 8%. Then 20 into 8. This percent means always divided by 100. That percent means per 100 divided by 100. Then here 1 0 and 1 0 cancel. Then 2 into 1, then 2 into 5, then left 8 by 5. Now again we'll divide this 8 by 5. Then 8 divided by 5. Then 5 into 1, 5, then left here 3. Then we put here point because the divisor is greater than the remainder. Then we have to put a decimal. Then 5 into 6 will be 30. Then we got here how much? 1.6. Mean 8% of 20 means 1.6. Mean from that 20 mean only 1.6 we have taken. Example. Okay. And one more. This one. 50 into 10%, again this will be 50 into 10 divided by 100. Now 0, 0 cancel, 0, 0 cancel, now left only 5. Now 10% of 50 will be 5. Okay. Okay, I'll give you some question to do by your own. Okay. Now this will be A and B. I'm doing for you. Then, okay, number C. 15% of 200. 15% of 200. This question is very simple. Then number C and number D. 20% of 150. Okay. Now you try by your own these two questions. Then at least maybe you know how to solve. If of, what's meaning of? Of means multiply. That will be the product. Okay. So here 15% of 200, that also will be multiplied, and 20% of 150, that also will be multiplied. Okay, now you do this question. Okay. Okay, now this will be the two questions I'll solve for you. Then again I'll get you to do by yourself. Okay, now this one, we'll do fastest. Convert the following ratios to percentage. Now this given here are all the ratios. Then we'll convert them in terms of percentage, meaning that square by 100. Okay, now this one, 2 is to 5, we can write as 2 by 5. Like this. And I told you whenever we convert to percentage, always we have to multiply with 100. Always we have to multiply with 100. Then I multiply here, 100. Okay, now 2 by 5 into 100. That is to calculate percentage. Because you only given your ratio, to convert to percentage, we multiply by 100. And 2 by 5. Okay, now look at this. 5 into 20. 5 to 20 will be 100. Then here we have 2 into 20 will be 40. Now 2 is to 5, it means 40%. Okay. Now we got this ratio in terms of percentage. In 2 is to 5 is equal to 40%. Okay, then I'll do for you which one? Okay, this one. Then C and D will be you have to solve. Okay, this again 5 by 2. Here is 2 by 5, but here is 5 by 2. Now again to convert into percentage, again we have to multiply by 100. Then this will be again 2 into 50. And 5 into 5, how much will be? 250%. And 5 is to 2 will be 250. Remember, whenever a numerator is greater than denominator, look here, 5 is greater than 2. Then the percentage you get is always more than 100. Look, 5 by 2 means A by B. Look here. If A is greater than B, if A is greater than B like this, 5 is greater than 2. If A is greater than B, A by B, now if A is greater than B, then the percentage is always greater than 100. Remember that. The percentage you get is always greater than 100. And again, if A is always less than B, now this A is less than B like this one. Look, this 2 is less than 5, then in this case, the percentage is always less than 100. Please remember this. Maybe I'll give an example. If the antecedent is greater than the consequence, the percentage is greater than 100 or less than 100. Okay, do check that. Remember, if the numerator or the antecedent is greater than the consequence or the denominator, then the percentage we get from there is always greater than 100. Then if the numerator is less than denominator, then the percentage is always less than 100. Okay, then you do this question by your own, and this you got the idea how to solve. Remember, whenever you find the percentage, you always need to multiply by 100. Okay, then now look this one, because I need to solve this question for you. Can you do this? Okay, solution. Look about this question. The strength of the school is 520. What means the strength of the school is 520 students? It means how many students in that school? There are 550. How many students in that school? There are 550. Then the question said, if 60% of your students, mean 60, mean a fraction of that 520 is 60% from that 520 students are girls. Means 60% of girls in that school, 60% of students in that school are girls. Then how many boys are in that school? Then how many number of boys are present? Girls, the number of girls also they don't give. The number of boys also they don't give. But they give a percentage of present. How many students, how many girls present in that school? There are 60% of students. But the total number of students is 50. Means both boys and girls is 520. Both boys and girls are 520. Okay, this question are very, very simple. Okay, let me do like this. Given total student. Total student means both boys and girls. That's mean total student is how much? 520. Then it gives 60% of students are in that school. Okay, then I'll do this. Number of girls. Because we already given the percentage of girls, then we can find this number of girls. The number of girls in that school. Yeah, no need to write that. Just simply write number of girls because obviously they already understand the question. Okay, number of girls is equal to how much? There are how many students are? 520. Then how much percentage of girls present? There are 60. Then I'll do this. 60% of. What's the meaning of off? I've already told you from the beginning. Off means multiply. Then 520 into 60%. There are 520 students in that school. Then 60% out of this 520 are girls. Then how much will we get? 520 into 60. Again, this percentage I told you is up per 100. Then divided by 100 here. Then 0, 0 cancel. 0 and 0 cancel. Then left only 52 into 6. Now 52 into 6. Now multiply this. How much you got? Okay, I'll multiply it here. 52 into 6. Now 6 into 2, 12. Yes, you obviously know how to do this one. Then 6 into 5, 30. Then 30 plus 1 will be 31. Then you got here 312 number of students are girls. How many girls are present in that school? How many girls are there in total? 312 number are girls. Then what are boys now? Then boys. Now how many girls there are present? 312. Then here you will got now. Thus, the number of boys is equal to 520 are total, both boys and girls. Then girls are 312. Then we'll minus it. Then left what left? Now left will be boys. Then 520 will be 312. Then we have here 8. Then here will be 0. Then here will be 5 minus 3 will be 2. Then there are 208 students are boys. Now how many number of boys? 208 students. 208. Or this question you can solve in another way. You can take first this 60%. I'll do this. Okay, I'll put it here. I'll grab this one. Or you can solve this question like this. Total student, same that will start. Total student is 520, and a percentage of boys is equal to. Percentage of boys here is not given, but we can find it. I'll do like this. 100% are 520. 100% means a total student 520. But how many girls are there? 60. Then 100 minus 60. How much is it for girls here? 60. Then 100 minus 60 will come here 40. Now 40% of boys are present. Then we can find here as number of boys. Number of boys is equal to 520 into 40%. Then you got here 520 into 40 divided by 100, again 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. Then 5 into 2a, or 4 into 2a, then 4 into 520. Then you got 200. See, like this one. There is no difference. We got the same answer. Means we can say that there are 40% of boys are present. Then 60% of girls are present in that school, are studying in that school. Okay. Okay, I'll give you some question. You try the question by your own. Okay. Okay. Now this question is for you. You solve by your own this question. The strength of school is 900. If 55% of students are boys, then how many girls are in the school? In that school. Means same like that last question. Same that I have did you here, then that also same you do that question by your own. Okay, then also for you this type of question. This will be a little bit complicated for you, but it's not complicated, it's very, very simple. But maybe for the beginning it's very difficult for you. Okay, now 35% of population of a town. 35% of population of a town are men. Mean how many men are there? There are 35% are men, and 40% are women. Then if number of children is given, okay, 35% for men and 40% for women are present in that town. Then 40,000 number are children. For children they don't give a percentage, they give the exact number of students. For children they don't give the percentage present, they give the exact number of students are present. There are 40 number of children. Okay, then find the number of men and women. Then they ask how many men are there and how many women are there. But in this question, did you notice that they don't give the total number of population? And they don't give how many people are. How many people are present in this town? They just give 35% are men, 40% are women, and 40,000 number are children. For children they give the exact number. For men and women they just give a percentage. Then they ask how many men are there and how many women are there. In this question we have to find first the total population. What is that? How many population? How many numbers of people in this town? Then okay, I'll look at this. Let x is the total number of population. Let x is the total number of population. Okay, and then we can look at this. Just for explanation, this one here, you don't need to write. This only you need to write. Mean like this. 35% of men plus 40% of women plus 40,000 is equal to this 40,000 of 50,000 children. 40,000 children is equal to X. This is mean. Mean 35% of men, mean here will be the number of men, and here will be the number of women, and here will be the number of children. Mean number of men plus number of women plus number of children is equal to total population. Is equal to total number of population. Okay, but here we need to find first how many. We need to find first this X. Okay, to find this X, we cannot use this one because we don't know this M and we don't know this W. But here we know. But here we don't know the percentage. Then let's find first the percentage of this 40,000 child. How much is in terms of percentage? Once we get that percentage of children, then easily you can find the total number of students. Total number of students, total number of men and women. Okay. Total number of population. Okay. Percentage of children. Percentage of children. Okay. Now all this is equal to 100%. Okay. 100%. It means 100. Then that will be minus for men, how many? For men that will be 35%. Then for women will be 40%. Then here how much we got? 100 minus 75, then we got 25%. Now children, there are 25% of children in that population. How many children are there in terms of percentage? 25%. Then in terms of number, 40,000. So they already given us. 25% of children are there in that town. 25%. That 25% in terms of number means 40,000 number of children. Okay. Then now to find this X, we'll use this 25%. Now 25% of total population. 25% of total population, 25% of total population in a town are children. You got that? 25% of total population in a town are children. Okay, now we do like this. Now, 25% of total population means X are children. Children means 40,000. Now 25% of X is equal to 40,000. Now 25% of total population is equal to 40,000 number of children. Then here we get 25% of X means 25 divided by 100, then of means multiply, and you have here 40,000. Okay. Then here we can do this. 25 into 4. 25 into 4 will be 100. Now take this 4 this side, and you have here X is equal to 40,000 into 4. Now how many number of population? 4 into 4? 16. Then 0, 0, 0, 0. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 10, 100,000, lakh. Now 1,60,000 are the number of population. The total number of population present in this town. What town is this? Town A, town B, town C, or whether in your village, I don't know. In your village, I don't think so. The village this much, or maybe in your village 1,60,000. Okay. But this population will be very small population in a big town, in a big city. Okay. Now how many total population? 1,60,000 population. Okay. Now we got the total number. Now we need to find how many men are there and how many women are there. Mean out of this 1,60,000, there are 40,000 are children. Then 40,000 are children. Okay, then let's look about how many men and how many women. Okay, I wrote this one. Okay, then thus number of men. Number of men, this is equal to number of men, this is equal to number of men, this is equal to. Okay, how many percentage for men? There are 35% for men. 35% of total population. What's the total population? 1,60,000. That will be 160,000. Then here we have 35%. 35% means divided by 100, and of means multiplied, and 160,000. Okay. And here will be, now this 0 and this 0 will be cancelled. Then left here 35 into 160,000. Now do the multiplication, then you will get the number of men present in that town. Okay, now here will be, okay, I'll do multiplication here. 35 multiplied 16. I will take that 0 on. Then 6 into 5 will be 30. Then 6 into 3 will be 18. And 18 plus 3 will be 21. Then 1 into 5 and 1 into 3 will be 0, 6, 5. And here will be 2, 0. Then I'll put here 2, 0. Then we got here 5, 6, 0, 0, 0. There are 56,000 are number of men present in this town. Okay, now we got number of children only given. Then we got a total. Then number of men also we got. Then what left now? Number of women. And number of women. Number of women we can solve by taking this total, or we can using this formula. Okay, I'll use directly that percentage. 40% of 160,000. 1,60,000. That's the total number of population. Okay, then 40 divided by 100 into 160,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now 0, 0 cancel, and 0, 0 cancel. And left only, okay, 16 multiplied 4. Then 4 into 6 will be 24. Then 4 into 1, 4, 4, 5, 6. And here will be 6, 4. Then 1, 2, 3. Now 64,000 are number of women, and 56,000 are number of men. Then 40,000 are number of children. Now we got the number of men and number of women. Then this will be a very lengthy question. Then maybe you will get in an exam for 5 marks or 4 marks. Okay, then I'll give you some example question like this, then you can try by your own. Okay, now this question you try by your own. This question I'll solve you. Understand this one, then you can easily solve this question. Okay, now if 5.5% of a number is 88, like in that last question, 25% of x is equal to 40,000. Like in that last question, 25% of x is 40,000. But here, 55% of x is 88. Then find x. That's the mean. Okay, then I'll do this. This question is very simple. Let x is the required number. Let x is the required number. Then I'll do this now. 5.5% of a number. That number here is x. is mean equal 88. Okay, then 55% of a number here is x is 88. Is mean equal. Okay, then 55. Then 55%. I told you percentage mean per 100, and I put this percentage divided by 100. Of I already told you long time. Then multiply. Then x is equal to 88. And so whenever there is a decimal here, always remove them. Then I'll do like this: 55 divided by how many number after points? There are only one number. Then how many zeros will come? There is only one zero. 1 0 means 10, 2 0 means 100. Okay, into 100 into x is equal to 88. Then I'll do like this. Now take this 100 that side. Then left here only x. Then 88. Now this is a division, then if you take that side, we multiply, then 100 multiply, then this also multiply. But this 55 is from the numerator, then this will go that side, it will be changed to denominator or division, then it will be 55. And this will do the cancellation. 11 to 8 will be 88, then 11 to 5 will be 55. Then 5 into 2 will be 10. Now x is equal to 8 into 100 into 2. Then how much you got here? 2 into 8, 16. Then 16 into 100 will be 1600. Now this will be the answer. That will be the required value of x. Then find the number. Then this is that number. From this 1600, 5.5% means 88 only. Then this question will be same like that question. Then you try it, I'll give you here the hint. The answer here will be 1000. Now this will be the answer, you find it and get the answer. Okay, then you come here. Okay, now we'll do with this. Again, it's a topic of percentage only, but you do increase and decrease percentage. We just did how to find a percentage, and then how to convert a ratio into percentage. But here, how to find increase and decrease percentage. Okay, example I'll give you in terms of market. It will be very easy for you. Okay, example. If last week you go to the market and buy a potato. If last week, example, you go to the market and buy a potato of how much? Of rupees 30 kg. Rupees 30 for 1 kg. Example, in last week, potato cost 30 rupees per kg. 30 rupees for 1 kg. Okay, this will be example the first week. Then again, in next week, again you go to the market, again you buy a same potato, but it costs 20 rupees for 1 kg. Okay, let's say this is the second week. Now, in first week you go to the market and buy 30 rupees for 1 kg. And in second week you go and buy the same potato is rupees 20 rupees for 1 kg. Then you see what's the difference here? At first, costs are very high, then later the costs are very low. There must be that. Here there is a decreasing. Okay, now in the difference in terms of money will be how much? Difference will be 10 rupees. That's the difference, the change. Then you said how much the potato costs are decreasing. It decreased how much? 10 rupees. But if I ask you in terms of percentage, how much it decreased in terms of percentage, then in that case you will do like this. Okay, I write directly the formula. Okay, I wrote this one. No, I do like this. Formula. This formula is very, very important formula. Not only in this chapter, this formula you use everywhere. This formula you use in physics, or this formula you will use in menstruation. This formula you use like, I don't know, where it goes. It applies everywhere. I can call them as a universal formula. Okay, now I'll write here percentage decrease first. percentage decrease. Now percentage decrease. Okay, now percentage decrease will do like this. Old minus new. Now this is your first week old. Okay, I'll write here old. I won't write old price or whatever it is. I'll just write old minus new. Old minus new. New will be 20 rupees. Okay, I'll just put here new. Then divided by old. Always compare with old. How much decreasing you have to compare with old. How much increasing you have to compare with old in respect to old. Then always I told you whenever we try to calculate percentage, always multiply with 100. Then I put here 100. Okay, now the use of this formula, then try to solve here how much percentage is increasing or decreasing. Okay, let's check here. Now what's the old price in first week? 30 rupees. Then put here 30 rupees. Then minus what's the new price in next week? That will be 20 rupees. Then again, what is the old price? Old price will be 30 rupees. Then 30 into 100. Then here we have 30 minus 20 will be left only 10. Then into 100 and 0 and 0 cancel. We will left here 100 divided by 3. Now this will be left multiply. Left divide. Now 100 divided by 3. Now 3 into 3, 9. Then left here again. Then 3 into 3, 9. Then again will be point. Then 3 into 3, 9. It never ends. Then how much percentage decreases? 33% are decreasing. Look, the answer means that in terms of money, it reduced only 10 rupees. But in terms of percentage, it reduced 33.3% are reduced. Mean the market are declined. Mean how much did it decline? 33.3%. Okay. Then now I'll come to percentage increase. Okay, I'll write first the formula. Then we will make use of this formula. Okay, percentage increase. Increase in market or increase in whatever, this will be same formula for everywhere. If it's an increase in volume or decrease in volume or increase in area or decrease in area, that will be always using this formula. Then okay, now here. Now to find the percentage decrease, we use old minus new. But percentage increase will be new minus old. I always compare with old. Look, where's the difference? Here old minus new, but here new minus old. That's only is the difference. Okay, now this formula will be used. And we'll try to use this formula to solve the percentage increase and percentage decrease. Then with the help of this formula, we will find the discount also. Discount price. You go to market and buy a jacket, then the shopkeeper will say, this jacket is cost 1500, then you ask, can you give a discount? Then he said, okay, I'll give you only 10%. Then you think that 10% is 10 rupees? No, that 10% is not rupees. That is some money. We have to calculate how much money it is. Because most of the case, when you go to big shop, they won't write this much discount. They will write in terms of percentage. Mean 30% off or 40% off. That is not meaning 40 rupees, 30 rupees. That is a percentage only. Okay, now we'll make use of that formula. Then this is the question. Then after this question, then we'll stop class here. Then we'll continue in the next class. Okay. Then the price of a car was rupees 3,20,000 last year. I mean last year was the price of a car 3,20,000. Then it has increased by 25%. Now this year the price is increasing by 25%. Then what is the price? The first meaning of this 25%, it doesn't mean that the price of the car is increased by 25 rupees. This 25% is different. This 25% it has related to something with this 3,20,000. Okay. Okay, I'll do like this. The price of car in last year. Okay. I'll do like this. given old price, I'll write this old price. Because last year we can say as old price, then old price is rupees, careful like this, O is rupees how much? Rupees 3,20,000. Rupees 3,20,000. The new price. New price, let's say we put N, then this will be, okay, I put X here. We don't know the price exactly. Because they just said 25%. Okay, then this is increase in percentage. Then what formula we have to use? We don't use that decrease percentage, we have to use percentage increase. Okay, now what's the formula? Percentage increase. This we have to use. Percentage increase equal to, what's the formula for percentage increase? Percentage increase will be new minus old divided by old into 100. This is the formula. Then here, this percentage increase is here, how much we give? 25. And upon here, 25 equal to, and new how much we take here? X. Then old how much? 3,20,000. Okay, we don't need to put this comma here. Just put 320,000. Okay, then divided by, again 320,000 into 100. Now this will be. Now can we find X? Then 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. Then we'll do multiply here. Now this 3,200 take aside. We got here 25 into 320,000. Then equal to X minus 320,000. Now I'll multiply this two. Then we got. Okay, now I'll continue here. Okay, multiply, okay, I'll do multiplication here. 32 multiply 25. Then 5 into 2 will be 10. Then 5 into 3 will be 15. Then 16. Then we got here 16. Then 2 into 2, 4. Then 2 into 3, 6. Then 0, 10. Then will be 6, 7, 8. Then we got here 800. Then plus with the 0. And put here 20. Then we got here how much? 80,000. Now 8000. Now equal X minus 320,000. Okay, then now this is minus, we will take this side, change to plus. Then we got here 80000. Then this minus will take this side, we change to plus. Then 320,000. Okay, 1, 10, 100,000, 1,000 now. Okay, then how much you got? Then therefore X is equal to 20,000 plus 80,000 will be 1 lakh. And 1 lakh plus 3 lakhs will be 4 lakhs. 4 lakh rupees. 1, 10, 100,000, 10,000 lakh. Now this will be the new price. Now the original price is 3,20,000, and the question said it increased by 25% in next year. Then what's the price? Then the price will be 4 lakhs. Okay, this question is very simple. Then we will continue next class from this formula. Then we'll try to complete this chapter. Okay, thank you.